Right, good evening and welcome back to my tutorials. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joram, and we are proceeding from where we left from our project of crud operation, and this is where we have left the previous video from. And today's video, we just want to start a real coding of how to connect. Okay, how we are going to write a code that's going to help us to connect this form into our database. Then the next tutorials, you shall also look at a different thing. Now, first thing that you have to do here, okay, what I need here is we are going to go to our Visual Studio Code, any code editor that you are using, and we are going to write a code that's going to help us uh, to enter information that we need into our database. But the first thing I want you to do, you go to your Visual Studio Code where you did your work on the previous whatever tutorials. Then there's something I want to show you over here. I'd place something like a double A here. So when you put there double A and I save this work and I go back to my web browser and I refresh this, you are going to see that I'm having there is nothing that enter your name, or like the way you see I enter your email. So that was a mistake of a spelling here. So just go back and do what and remove that one A and save the changes. When you go back and you refresh, you will see that information being displayed here that enter your name. And then another thing that I want you to do on your form, over here where you are seeing a form, okay, I know from the previous video ours it was like this. It was like that without that form method. So I want you also here in the form, just go and add that form method there. Just go and add form method there so that you'll be able to move with us in the same line. Okay, without wasting a lot of time, let's go. So now you see on top of your file that you open. Maybe I don't know how mine I've used add.php, maybe you have used crud.php, you have used the user.php. So uh on top of your form here, what you do, press the cursor here and press enter several times, and then you come back here, you write a PHP syntax like that. So this is how we are going now to start to write our PHP code. So one thing that we are going to do, we are going to say include connect. We are including connect this connect here, connect.php. After including connect.php, we are going to use one command in PHP called if is set. So I'm going to say if open bracket is set, if is set, like that, over that one there, if is set, I will open a bracket. I'm going to use one variable again, folder. I'm going to open one variable, post method. Remember inside here, when I come back down here, we have used post method here. If you have used get method, you would have used their get. But now here in the method, here in the form method, we have used post. That's the reason why we are also using here post. If it's set, then post, then we are going to open, I'm going to open this bracket here, inside the single quotation. Then I'm going to come down here. You see here, submit. You make sure that you write, if your name of the button is submit, you also write submit. If your name of your button is save, or confirm anything, you also write that thing there, because that's our target. So you come over here also and write submit. Submit. I even recommend you to copy it. So from there, what I will do, I'll open this bracket here. Then after there, I'm going to pass my variables. So the variables I'm going to start with is name. And now make sure that the way you write your name is the same way your name is there in the database. Now from there, I'm going to write one variable called name equals to the variable of post, variable post. Then I will pass name. Sorry, I'll pass name. So what I'm going to do here inside single double bracket, quotation rather, I'll pass my name like that. I'll pass my name. Then don't forget this. Not there, outside. Yeah. Then I'll do the same thing to I'll copy this like this. I'll copy this like this. And I make it 4 times. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 times. So now over here, instead of name, I'm going to make another variable called email. Exactly the way you wrote in your database. If it's in small letters, you maintain in small letters. Now over here, I'm going to write what? Mobile. Mobile. Yes, mobile. Then here, this one I'm going to remove this and I write my password. Now inside here, I'm going to copy this. That is this email. I'm going to copy this email. Then instead of name, I'll pass this email over here. No, yes, no, I didn't copy it. So I'll just copy this email over here, and I also pass it here like that. I'll copy my mobile here. Then I also, instead of name, I pass my mobile here. Then I'll also copy my password here over here. Then I will pass password here like that. And make sure everything that you're doing here, it's corresponding with what? With your database. Then from there, I'll make another one variable. I'll make another one variable like my SQL equals. So now I open this double quotation. I'll say insert, because now we want to insert. This is what we want to insert into our table. So I say insert into crud. Remember very well the name of your data or of your table. Mine was crud 1, so I don't know how you made yours. So if you have been following this, so you remember very well the name of your table. Then after you put a space and say, what are you whatever. What are you passing? What are you inserting? I'm going to insert one. First of all, one thing called the name. The same way, I'm trying to be a little bit slow. The same way, email and mobile. And I've seen a problem there again also. So you see like this error here, this mobile here, where we have capital O. So if you had put there with capital O and the time you're going to enter your information, it will not recognize this because in database is not there with capital O. So what I'm going to pass here next is the last one is my password. Is my password like that. So from there I will close this bracket, then I'll write values. I'll write values. Be very keen with the spelling. Values, then I'll open another bracket for values. So values, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open one single quotation like this. And after opening one single quotation, the first value that I want here is the name. I'll copy my name. I'll come and paste it here like this. And I make sure that it's closed and has a comma. Then I open another one. The second one is email like this. I copy this. I come also and I paste it over here. I'm trying to be a little bit slow for us to know what you are doing. So you see email, also you put it in double what? You put in double quotation and a comma. You open another one. Mobile also. You do what mobile? I copy this mobile and I paste it over here. Trying just to be slow for everyone to understand. I put another comma. And the last one is my password. Last one is my password here. So I do the same thing over there. And something that's obstructing me. And I'll come here as well and I do what? I open another one. I put password. Now I close that. One bracket, and don't forget this. I'll press enter, come back here. Make one variable called results. Results. Now my results, I'll make my results equals to my SQL underscore query, another bracket. I'll pass two variables there. I'll pass two variables. One is con, comma, then another variable, MySQL. I'll stop that one, enter. Then I will check the results. If the results, no, if the results, that is it. So if the result is okay here, so what I'm going to do here, if the result is okay, one thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to echo one thing that I want it to be, that if my connection is okay, if my results have passed, everything is okay, I just need to say data is inserted. Then don't forget to end with this, and I'll say if not, else. If it's not connected, then else here. If it's not connected, then I just want it, I'll go and copy my SQL error here. I'll come and copy this, and I come and add on this here, like that. So from there, after doing all that, I'll go ahead and save this file. I'll save this, and let me zoom it in. Zoom it in a little bit. So this is what we have done, everything. So I'll save this. I'll go to my web browser here, and I'll refresh this. After saving, you are telling that the fatal error caused undefined SQL. That's line what it's saying is line 2. Let's see, line 2, line 2, line 2. Line 2, line 2, line 2. Include insert MySQL. There's something here wrong with my SQL. MySQL, that's not a spelling. It's supposed to be S. Let me get rid of this. IS. I think it's like that. Let me save and I see. And the error is gone. So it's saying that data is inserted. So when I try to enter one information like, okay, like daddy, then I give email like dad.com. Then I come and I give a random number, and I come and give any information, password. Then it's telling me the data is inserted. So let's go and try and check from our database. So when I refresh this database, yes, and you're able to see daddy here. So let's try it again. I go back to my, but there's a problem here with this. It's telling me, I don't want it to be here constant like this. Echo, data is inserted. So what we are going to do here, let me just go and add another. Let me just go and add another thing like mommy. Just give email as mom, gmail.com. I give another random number, and I give another password. And the data is inserted. When I go to my database here, I go to my database and I refresh this. And you'll see mommy here. Let me zoom this database for you. And you see mommy over here. So we inserted daddy and mommy. So in the next tutorials, you are going to see how to retrieve this information to our website, so that whenever we enter information here, whenever we enter information using our form over here, from here, like this, we enter information for using our form, that information, it's able to be displayed in the database. Then one thing that I need to correct, there's one thing I need to correct here. Is echo this, and I think when my user it's okay, echo that is successful. I also fix that. I don't know why it doesn't go away from that. Then I'll also fix this. Thank you very much. We shall see you again in next tutorials.